Hello and welcome to Into Your Life podcast. I'm Lenka and I'm joined here by my wonderful co-host Natalie.
Hi, we invite you to join our weekly conversations about finding more life in one's life.
Well, what does it actually mean?
We have discussions about ways to live happier, healthier, and more fulfilling lives, both personally and professionally.
That sounds great. Let's go.
Happy New Year, everyone. I cannot believe that a year has gone by and wow, we are now in 2024. Oof, what the hell happened? And I remember a year ago, you and I talked words of the year. And this is something that is new for me, this having a word of the year. I've only been doing it over the last sort of 2-3 years. And I'm finding it a really powerful practice. And I'm thinking, let's bring it back. Let's talk word of the year. Let's see what we learned from our words from last year and what words are we bringing through this year. So Lenka, what is your word of the year and why have you chosen it or them?
So, my word of the year is a bit special because last year I started with living. So that was the year of the word for 2023. But somewhere halfway through the year, I felt like I'm done. I've accomplished. It feels like it served its purpose. And I really felt pulled towards a new word. So halfway through 2023, I switched and I introduced a new word of the year, which was belief. Not necessarily in any spiritual, religious kind of a thing. Spiritual, yes, definitely. 2023 has been a big transformational year for me in terms of my personal spiritual journey, but more in terms of belief in myself and belief in the universe and energy and that kind of a thing. And as I was reflecting at the end of the year about what word or what words I may want to keep going forward into 2024, I did a bit of journaling, I did a bit of reflecting, I did attend a coaching call. And there are lots of themes and ideas of focus and priorities and values and intentions for this year. And yet the word belief still stuck as the word that we still have unfinished business. I still feel that I need more belief in this year, more hope, more trust, more faith, but most importantly, more belief. So I have one singular word for now, for this year. But as we've learned before, I'm not the one to necessarily complete the year with the same word. So we know, who knows, we will see what this year is going to bring. But I am entering it with belief in mind. So how about you, Natalie? Where are you with the words that you had? How did they serve their purpose? And where are you right now for this year?
Well, that's one thing I love about the words of the year, because they don't have to be for the full year. They are there to guide us to maybe start off the year. And as you said, you had living and that was it. It was done. You were finished with it. And now you needed to move on to belief. And that is a powerful word. So I look forward to seeing where belief guides you and leads you. I had a few words from beginning of the year. So one of the words that I had was connection, because I felt that being connected with others and building connections was very important. And from that, over the last sort of couple of months, a new word has developed from that, because I started to think, what is connection? What is important about it? And it was starting to feel too small for me. Connection, I still wanted that connection, but it wasn't quite right anymore. And then I was playing around with community. And then I thought, hang on a minute, I need to bring back some of my roots, some of my African roots back. And there's a word called Ubuntu that I'm really feel closely connected with at the moment. And Ubuntu is community. I am, therefore we are, or we are, therefore I am. And it's a Zulu word. And it's for me, I need to really focus on Ubuntu, on building community, on being part of community. So it's almost taken the next step from connection, because being part of a community and building a community, you've had to start with connection. So I felt that my word has developed from the beginning of last year. And then one of the other words that I had was humanness. And this word is still very much resonating with me, especially with what is going on in the world and what is going on in my life, around me, and just everywhere. And I really feel that we need to really connect with our humanness, to be more human, to be kind, to be forgiving, to be loving, to build the right communities, and to find ways that we can be part of this world without all the aggression and anger and fear. And therefore, I just feel that humanness, we need to really be our true humanist self. It might not work out as a sentence, but hey ho, it's my word and I want to put it anyway. But so these are my two words, is Ubuntu and humanist, because it is very much about being with fellow human beings, being around fellow humans who guide us, who inspire us, who help us to live our values, to live our true selves, and to find more life in our lives, because isn't that what we are all about anyway? So those are my words. Whether they will take me through the whole year or whether they just launch me into the new year, I don't know. But for now, these are the words that I am living with, and they are inspiring me to step forward and to embrace 2024.
How wonderful. I love how they're connected. I love how they really are bringing in this one vision and feeling and intention. And you're right, we do need more humanness in this world. We do all need to be connected to one another and each other and ourselves. So, and I learned something new. I think I've heard a word, you mentioned it before, kind of Ubuntu, but it's such a lovely reminder of, yes, we are one and we are all, and we're all in one. And for me, I guess the belief is on a similar layer with trusting and believing in myself and being connected more, but also being tapped into the universe. And for you, it might be more specifically humans. And I think for me, it's more than the energy, the universal flow, the magic in there, which obviously humans are magic. We are powerful, incredible beings. So I love that we have similarities, we have differences, but we have beautiful words for this year. And I would like to ask you, our lovely viewers and listeners, our podcast community, do you have a word of the year? Have you ever said a word of the year? Would you mind sharing it with us? How did it work for you before? Any reflections, any insights? We'd love to know. I'd love to know where you're hoping this year to take you and what intentions you're bringing with it. So please feel free to share with us in the comments or drop us a message. We always love hearing from you. No matter what your word is, good luck. And we're looking forward to another wonderful, insightful, plentiful year of Into Your Life.